สวัสดีครับคุณผู้ชมวันนี้ก็กลับมาพบกันอีกแล้วนะครับวันนี้เป็นนัดที่หลายๆคนตั้งตารอคอยมากๆนะนั่นก็คือการพบกันของ2สาวไทยในลีกอเมริกาเซตเตอร์ที่ดีที่สุดของทีมชาติไทยทั้ง2คนเลยนะครับวันนี้คือเป็นอะไรที่สุดยอดมากๆนะในการที่ได้เห็นนะครับสาวไทยเจิดจรัสส่องแสงสว่างไสวอยู่ในลีกอเมริกาวันนี้ ทั้ง2ทีมสู้กันสนุกสุดมันจริงๆนะครับวันนี้เกิดอะไรขึ้นมาเดี๋ยวเราไปสรุปแบบสั้นๆแล้วก็วันนี้แอดมีไฮไลท์แบบจัดหนักจัดเต็มทั้งของนุสราต้อมคำและพรพันธ์เกิดปราดมาฝากคุณผู้ชมแบบเต็มตาเต็มใจทั้ง3เซตกันเลยนะครับก่อนจะไปรับชมคลิปก็อย่าลืมฝากกันกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามช่องลุงหมีสไตล์กันด้วยนะทุกคนฝากกันแชร์ด้วยนะครับแล้วอย่าลืมกดกระดิ่งเวลาอัพคลิปใหม่ๆจะได้ไม่พลาดนะวันนี้นะครับทีมโคลัมบัสฟิลลี่ของนุสราแพ้ออร์แลนโดวอลคิลี่ไป0-3เซตด้วยสกอร์17-25 18-25และ17-25คะแนนนะครับวันนี้สรุปแบบสั้นๆนะทุกคนจะได้ไปดูไฮไลท์เลยนะครับก็คือบอลแรกของโคลัมบัสไม่ดีนะครับยังไงก็สู้ไม่ไหวนะรับไม่ไหวจริงๆเพราะว่าเกมเสิร์ฟของออร์แลนโดวอลคิลี่ดีมากๆโดยเฉพาะฟอสเตอร์ครับวันนี้ฟอสเตอร์เก็บS ได้ทั้ง3เซตนะเสิร์ฟ S ติดต่อกันด้วยนะวันนี้อันตรายจริงๆสำหรับนาตาเลียฟอสเตอร์นะครับและที่สำคัญวันนี้หลายคนในทีมออร์แลนโดเสิร์ฟกันได้ดีนะครับทำให้เกมรับของโคลัมบัสเนี่ยรับไม่ได้จริงๆสู้ไม่ไหวจริงๆนะครับบอลแรกเนี่ยนุสราคือเหนื่อยกับการเซตวันนี้นะครับกิ้งไปกิ้งมาเลยวันนี้พรพันธ์ดูดีกว่านะครับในการที่พรพันธ์จะเซตให้เพื่อนๆเนี่ยเข้าขากว่าดูดีกว่าในระบบทีมของออร์แลนโดลงตัวกว่าและที่สำคัญอีกอย่างหนึ่งที่ทำให้โคลัมบัสสู้ไม่ไหวก็คือการตีเสียเองค่อนข้างบ่อยนะครับในบทสัมภาษณ์ของแคชบาวเนี่ยระหว่างจบเซต2เนี่ยมีการสัมภาษณ์แคชบาวก็บอกว่าทางฝั่งนู้นเนี่ยมีซาร่านะครับก็คือนุสราเนี่ยเซตได้ดีนะครับเซตได้เก่งแล้วก็หลอกบล็อกเก่งดังนั้นเขาต้องตามจับแล้วก็คอยระวังนุสราไว้ให้ดีแค่นั้นเองนะครับส่วนทางฝั่งของออร์แลนโดเนี่ยคือมีพรพันธ์อยู่แล้วนะครับฝั่งนู้นมีนุสราฝั่งนี้มีพรพันธ์ดังนั้นเกมรุกใกล้เคียงกันแต่ที่ห่างกันก็คือเกมรับนะครับบอลแรกของโคลัมบัสเสียแบบเสียเยอะมากแล้วก็ตีเสียเองบ่อยนะครับก็เลยทำให้วันนี้เนี่ยแต้มค่อนข้างที่จะขาดนะครับวันนี้อเบอร์คอมบี้ทำไป20คะแนนฟอสเตอร์15คะแนนแคชบราวน์13คะแนนแล้วก็ชวาน9คะแนนนะครับวันนี้พรพันธ์ฉลาดมากนะเมื่อหัวเสาอย่างชวานทำแต้มไม่ค่อยได้ก็พยายามที่จะเซตให้อเบอร์คอมบี้กับฟอสเตอร์เนี่ยกับแคชบราวน์เนี่ยเล่นกันแบบมันมากและช็อตเด็ดช็อตนี้นะครับแอดแนะนำเลยก็คือเป็นช็อตที่พรพันธ์เซตให้อเบอร์คอมบี้ตีแบบไม่มีบล็อกนะครับก็คือมีแคชบราวน์เนี่ยวิ่งมาหลอกนะทำให้บล็อกเนี่ยโดดตามแคชบราวน์นะครับแล้วอเบอร์คอมบี้ขึ้นมาทับบีหลังแบบสวยๆตีหนักๆเน้นๆเรียกเสียงเฮได้ทั้งสนามนะครับส่วนทางฝั่งของนุสราเนี่ยวันนี้ลีดทำไป8คะแนนคอก8คะแนนและเปส7คะแนนนะครับลูอิส5คะแนนและนุสรา1คะแนนนะส่วนพรพันธ์ก็ทำไป1คะแนนเหมือนกันนะครับเอาละผมคุณผู้ชมอย่าเสียเวลาดีกว่าเราไปดูไฮไลท์สวยๆของนุสราต้อมคำปะทะพรพันธ์เกิดปราดกันดีกว่านะครับวันนี้ปิยนุชแป้น้อยเข้ามาชมเข้ามาเชียร์ให้กำลังใจทั้ง2สาวด้วยนะครับก็มีรูปมาฝากกันนิดนึงนะเอาละผมสำหรับคลิปนี้ถ้าทุกคนชอบก็อย่าลืมฝากกันกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามช่องลูมิกและอย่าลืมกดกระดิ่งเวลาอัพคลิปใหม่ๆจะได้ไม่พลาดนะครับว่าแล้วเราไปดูไฮไลท์สวยๆกันดีกว่านะครับ
They are set to go in Columbus. It is 6-1-4 night. That's the area code here. Their final home match of the season. They're looking to pick up their 7th home win of the season. In Orlando at 3rd in 13-10. And out of system there with Orlando ahead by a point. Trickles over the net on that swing from Kaz Brown. Izzy Rayposh tips it down for the Columbus point.
Playing left back right now, which was Natalie Foster, a middle. So she
Megan Courtney Lush serves short. That's part of the game plan to try and move Orlando back and forth with deeper and shorter serves. Doesn't work out on that point. That's something, though, that Columbus head coach Angel Perez just mentioned to us. PVF record with a 10-match winning streak. Well, that passed what Orlando did earlier in the year with a 9-match winning streak, but in a tailspin, 2-6 in their last 8. Looking to turn the page in this one. Horn pun good part. Back sets Kaz Brown. Out of system, Rayposh. Scooped up by Abercrombie, also very good defensively, especially in the backcourt. And Courtney Schwann, their ball control, OH2.
Courtney Schwann's ball control is one of the best in the league, but here she is on offense.
Previously was an assistant under Brad Keller at USC. Courtney Schwann is dug by Megan Courtney Lush. Ray Potch right back into the block. This time it was covered by Kaylee Cox. As Brown plays that ball defensively, Cox with a couple of good defensive plays. The block, hit her coverage, and the pancake. Back set, Brown puts an end to it. Kaz Brown already with the 3 stuff blocks showing up offensively as well.
Kaz Brown is really dominant off of 1 foot behind the setter. Watch
as Courtney Schwann serves it up, coming off the technical timeout. Really was a key for both sides. Both coaches, one of the first things they mentioned, they want to serve tough, take the other out of system. Nothing new, but especially with these middles in this matchup, something that both coaches were thinking about at length going into this match. And Orlando,
how elite and efficient these offenses are. You have to try and eliminate at least one aspect of it.
Janice Liao recently into the starting lineup, making her 3rd.
Getting her going early, get into a rhythm.
Short serve by TomCom. She is good at that. Really knows how to drop that serve inside the 10-foot line.
This Columbus Fury team understands the assignment. They understand the game.
Something that at the start of this 3-match win streak against Indy, Columbus did a really good job of serving short, serving the stack in certain rotations. Paula Sarame recently back into the starting lineup at libero, makes a nice pass, and Liao converts.
Watch the pass, watch the ball control. Beautifully done, nice set, quick little gap.
What happened? Columbus back within 4. Middle swing for Natalie Foster. She's been having a fantastic rookie season. Numbers, a touchdown.
Off of 5 kills, a couple of 4-kill matches recently. I say, if you're in system, run through her as much as possible.
Big swing from Liao, making her presence felt in the firsts originally.
nootsaratomkom is a wonderful decision maker.
Big bop there from Lindsay Vanderweide out of Oregon. There, Orlando, but Abby Hansen played collegiately on the same team as Lindsay Vanderweide. In general, they are 4th in the league, just about 2.5 blocks per set. Good par, nice setup to Foster. Orlando in system. Foster with the disposal.
Received look easy. That was a dime of a pass right on Champu's head, who's able to run through the middle. Quick.
SMU and Wichita State in the NCAA. Taken off of 1 foot, Kaz Brown has had a nice first set for Orlando. And then nootsaratomkom serves short, causes trouble, and Cox scores.
Last time TomCom was at the service line, she popped that exact serve and had the success. It just drops right in front of you. So if your first move isn't quick to the ball.
Okay, a little more distance on that serve, but still targeting Brown, having to play in serve receive. Abercrombie off the block cover. Columbus was celebrating.
Right time.
Janice Liao picks up her first stuff block, but she's 3 for 4 offensively. This time off the block and down for Brittany Abercrombie, who was the individual champion. But Orlando 2-0 in the series this year, 4-2 all time. Abercrombie using the block. And Orlando.
So the block isn't as used to setting up against lefties. It's a little bit more with the hands of Megan Courtney Lush, who's kind of fading and not pressed.
Liao is now 4 for 5. Janice Liao, offensive match.
Talk about a spark off of the bench. Really.
Now gets the serve. Back set, Abercrombie with a bullet. Brittany Abercrombie straight down to the deck.
Yeah, that's how unstoppable she's been this season.
And she is getting going late in the first set. Set point. Good par, digs off the tip from Courtney Lush. Now, Courtney Schwann. Megan Courtney Lush. Orlando's big block in the first set punctuates a strong showing for a team looking to get back on track, 25-17. champion at Penn State, Megan Courtney Lush, targets Vanderweide. That's a blast from Schwann in front.
You're going to see Lindsay Vanderweide get targeted on serve receive. Be really clean on the pass, and Courtney Schwann back there. So you've got to go after Vanderweide, but a beautiful pass, way to take care of it, and then a nice solid swing by
3 kills, a couple of errors, 13 swings for Schwann. Walker clips the tape. Goodpar tries hard to feed Brown. Out of system for Megan Courtney Lush. Bad touch there by Sarame. Sneaking under the net was Cox, but although the save was legal, the angle wasn't there for Courtney.
This Columbus team has all of the effort. We see it in every single one of their matches. They're a never say die who's able to score.
Liao was 4 for 6 in the first set, took that attack. Easy pickup for Courtney Lush behind the attack line there. And now Raypoch with the connection.
The momentum and the explosiveness that she brings with this D-ball, this back row.
There it is from Tomcom. Able to wreak havoc in the first set with short serves, but Orlando seems to adjust Abercrombie.
Through your full offense, you have her as an outlet.
Nice serve by Schwann. Liao on the gap set.
Liao has been on. I was blocking to see her on defense, but she has burst onto the scene with the
Generation college student. Her family emigrated from Cape Verde on the west coast of Africa. Janice Liao. Vanderweide gives it back to Brittany Abercrombie. Courtney Lush covers her own hit. Now Raypoch trying to get her going. Fantastic right side for Columbus, their leader in points this season.
This is a very balanced Columbus, a tried and true outside.
Kaz Brown takes that serve receive. She's had to a few different times. Tomcom, the pancake. Goodpar puts it back over. And so one tie setter makes a great play. And the other one is even better. Shampoo with the kill.
So sneaky, so deceptive with that shot. Good situational awareness. She herself is a threat.
Brittany Abercrombie going short again.
That's something that you have to expect.
It's tough for them to move back and forth across the court like a libero would. Turned down the line by Lindsay Vanderweide, a 6th-year pro. Out of
With her arm nice and low and then swings through the ball really fast.
Now starting for the 8th time in the last 10 matches. Here's Schwann. Nice dig by Kaylee Cox. Same thing from Vanderweide. Good backcourt defense, and Abercrombie tools it.
Get on top of the ball and swing it nice and sharp through the seam. She can take something off it and swing to those deep.
Pro player. He's upped her game. Tomcom to the back row. Kaylee Cox, a key role on Hel Perez was saying for Terry. That's a smackdown right there from Natalie Foster.
Natalie Foster is also one of the scene if the block allows it, or if the block is up and set and in front of.
Of course, in professional ranks, you cannot serve as the libero. That's the traditional way this sport is played. The NCAA does a little bit differently. So long now, 6 kills, 17 swings. 5. Back set Abercrombie. That'll get the job done for Brittany Abercrombie. She still does not have.
Hitting around 667 with 7 high snap. Doesn't even follow through the ball, just has to snap in the pace.
Kaz Brown calling for the 1. And some prolonged contact with the ball. We were having that conversation.
Yeah, they're going to be a little bit more liberal with calling it, but straight down at that.
So that was a legal hit according to the referee. Kill for Kaz Brown. dagger swing from Brown, and Orlando sides out right away after that Cox kill. Now 5 for 9 with no errors. Oh, timing was off. Did not matter. Kaylee Cox to the floor.
Timing was off. That pass was a little off the net. Pushing that ball down.
3-time All-ACC at Miami, Janice Liao. Abercrombie, too much to deal with right now.
Holy offense on the block.
Columbus is a good blocking team. That's just a lot to deal with. Janice Liao keeping it going offensively.
Now, which is slightly surprising because Liao hasn't been playing as consistently, but it looks like she's been playing all season.
18th year pro TomCom is new to the club as well. On the D attack. TomCom able to get the up. Right back to it, Abercrombie. That'll get down there for Brittany Abercrombie. She is 12 first. Checking into the match, Kaylee Ramelsberg, and that's an early opportunity for the second-year pro out of Indiana University.
The last match, Kaylee Ramelsberg played.
I think maybe that was a situation where the R2 just might have seen that either live or right away on a replay. So very extra playoff berth in Vegas in May. Start of set 3. Does Columbus have something to say about it in their final home match of the season? Abercrombie from Natalie Foster. Shampoo flicks it to Schwann. Pancake Courtney Lush. That one was up. TomCom to transition in transition to Kaylee Cox. Now Scully leaves it up for Schwann and gets a piece of the net and scrapes it on the way down to the court. 10 aces this season. Float serve, handled pretty easily. And Abby Walker briefly taken out for Ramelsberg.
It all starts with the pass. Megan Courtney Lush really stabilizes.
Megan Courtney Lush, 64% in-system passing. Huge number. Hammered again by Schwann. Over Doug. Scully going right back to Courtney Schwann. Out of the University of Washington, a native of Auburn. If Orlando scores here. Ray Potts left side swing. Back set for Brittany Abercrombie. That'll get down to the floor. Brittany Abercrombie is 15 for 22.
Range, but that was really well done.
Walker, the former American Athletic Conference freshman of the year at Cincinnati. And that one looked like a block at first, and the crowd roared. The school moved to the Big 12, so she was all conference at one point in both the AAC and the Big 12. Jill Gillen, the former Orlando Valkyrie, checking in and immediately showing what she can do.
So she's a really dynamic and athletic 6-rotation athlete.
Yeah, early in the year, she was having one of the best rookie campaigns in the league. A rocket from Morgan Lewis. So Gillen started to lose, playing in a reserve role this year now for Columbus. Big swing here from Lewis.
But running a very balanced offense, running through all of her options.
Good card as well. And Natalie Foster with the kill for her at the time on March 9th in Florida. And today, Goodpard up to 30 assists. But Morgan Lewis is there at the opposing team out assistant when it's the #1 offense in the league. Here is Gillen rising up, throwing it down.
To answer your question, I honestly think that they've been having a pretty good service match.
To receive 8 serves. She has touched the ball on 8 serves. But despite that, Orlando is still finding a way to pass and be in system enough despite. Another huge serve and the 5th ace of the night for Foster.
Or just high reward without a ton of risk for error.
There it is again, her 6th. This is as good as it gets. Foster, 6 aces in a match.
Watch the movement, watch where she contacts it, and then how it dips and dives.
clean pancake by Lewis. And Columbus finally sides out, but Natalie Foster effectively shut. It was previously a 6-0 run. They got 5 in a row on Foster's serve, and that is too much. Abercrombie burying that ball underground.
Absolutely insane, and it completely tricked the block. Watch Kaz Brown go right behind the setter. The block, both of them, is jumping.
18 kills with 2 errors on 29 swings, over 500. And even though Columbus wins that one, I think Amy Pauley has seen enough. A team that's on the verge.
Insane for an opposite.
Another serve receive by Kaz Brown. She has touched the ball and serve receive as much as you'll ever see from the middle in this game. Shampoo to Swan. Plays that one herself. Read by Kaylee Cox. On the push there. Walker. And the shot is out. Columbus with the point. Back set for Brown, and Orlando just going to town. They've been in system enough, and when they are 5 winning, breaking Orlando's winning streak record from earlier in the season. That was a dispiriting loss, but what a response now for Orlando with a chance to clinch a postseason berth. Here's Shampoo to Foster. She can do it in the front row as well. All those aces, but gets on the board once again as an attacker.
Because Natalie...
And she is 8 for 9. That's a short serve by Kaz Brown. Seen a couple of those from her as much as she has been targeted. And Foster again, 9 for 10. Just keep the counter going for Orlando. These numbers, got to credit the crowd on hand here. A fun environment in Columbus, but Orlando just too good. Lindsay Vanderweyde to the floor, and Orlando is going to Vegas. They have clinched a postseason berth.
That was all around domination from Orlando. In every area of their game, they were so solid and technically sound. I love that last swing. It was a one-on-one situation for Lindsay Vanderweyde, who took advantage with that fast arm swing.
What more can you say? A replay of with Vanderweyde, who was great defensively, despite some struggles today with efficiency. She hit Diggs, Abercrombie, sensational, 519 kills. Kaz Brown had 4 stuff blocks,